What's up, everybody? Well, I got a different kind of video for you guys here. This is some of the stuff that I like to do. We're gonna be building a little shed and putting some shelves in it, and I'll show you why. I don't know about you guys, but I have a bunch of these random brackets that came from different kits that I bought. Shelf brackets, stake pockets from a Harbor Freight trailer, all kinds of random stuff, even old shock brackets that I cut off. I accumulate this stuff all the time and I hate throwing it away, but it's all terrible stuff to try to store. So I got this metal bin out here outside of the back of the shop. I got some stuff in freaking 5-gallon buckets. I've got this bucket underneath my swag off-road bandsaw, and I even got like an old military ammo can down there. This stuff is just terrible to store because it's so small and it doesn't stack, it doesn't fit together. It's all just super random stuff, but I use this kind of stuff all the time, so I need to find a way to store it all. So I came up with an idea. If you go on Craigslist or Marketplace or wherever you buy stuff, you can find these plastic sheds, usually for like $100 or sometimes free, or there's people that still think they're worth $600 4 years later. What I plan on doing is building a shelf in here, and it's gonna have probably 5 levels, and they're all gonna be fairly small. I mean, maybe like a foot max. I'm going to make it super strong so I can stack a lot of weight in here and store all of those little bits and bobs that I got going on. The one bad thing about these sheds, if you've ever owned one, these stupid plastic hinges always break off. So this is how you're going to buy one of these sheds 90% of the time. The doors are going to be falling off or the roof's going to be bowed in. This one is actually really nice. This is a Lifetime shed, and it's got some metal bracing inside, which I have some of the Rubbermaid ones and they do not have that. That'll be a little bit useful. I'll probably end up tying the shelf into the sides of those to fold it all together. But yeah, we're gonna build some shelves in here and get us some extra storage space, because I don't have extra storage space inside of my shop. I know a lot of you guys probably don't either, so this will be a good little thing for you guys to see, and maybe it'll help you with your storage solutions. Let's get after it. I did end up getting the shed for free, so I went and splurged on some materials. I got 25 2x4s, I got 5 4x8 sheets of 1/2-inch plywood. I also bought some like Thompson's water seal. It'll keep this stuff all nice for a long time. You guys don't need any big fancy tools to build shelves and stuff like this. I've been doing this for a long time, so I do have big fancy tools now, but I didn't always. You know, you can use a skill saw with a speed square and get some pretty nice cuts. We're not making fine furniture here, we're making a shelf that goes inside of a shed. I do have a nice sliding miter saw that I bought after years of doing this. That's how I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it out here on plastic folding tables. Well, got the frame all put together here, and I used some of it's like Thompson's water seal. It's just like the generic Home Depot brand, but it's just a clear waterproofing stain. Bought one of the little cheap weed sprayers, filled that up, sprayed it all down, and then just spread it all out with a brush. It seemed to work pretty good. It's like 72 degrees out here and sunny today, so it was drying as we were putting it on. So pretty easy process. So next thing I gotta do is cut out all the plywood and start putting the shelves in. I did test fit the shelf inside. It worked out good, so we're styling. Alrighty, got all these shelves all screwed together. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the a router here and router these edges. Not because I care what this looks like, but I'm going to be getting in and out of the shelf a lot. So you want these edges to be nice and smooth. And I'll take my sander and sand down all the splinters and stuff, just so it's nicer to work with. Alright, got the shelf all put together, and we got it inside of the shed here. Now I'm just going to go through and start putting some of the brackets and stuff that I've got in here and see how they all work. Shed's not like perfectly level or anything, and I don't have the doors finished. In the Arizona climate that I live in, this is going to be totally fine for what I got going on. I got a little bit of an angle so the water runs off of the roof the right way. So let's put some stuff in here. Alrighty, I did get a bunch of stuff in here. This is just a fraction of what I've got that's going to go in here, but I'm just trying to figure out organization and what sizes of materials I should keep. This top shelf, this is all like standard size materials, like you got flat plate, you got square tubing, rectangular, C-channel, angle iron, some brackets, which those will probably move. In here is like your weird shaped stuff, or very specifically shaped things. Like these are the feet off of my Harbor Freight welding table. Those are some clamps off a rooftop tent. There's some stake pockets off a Harbor Freight trailer. I mean, this is like really thick, very specific brackets here. Some of this stuff isn't gonna stay here, but yeah. And then I got down here, I got some pipe. I'll have some like rebar and stuff. I got a bunch of that laying around. And then I even got this little cavity over here where I can keep longer stuff. Yeah, so that's it for this build. It's just a quick little build that I wanted to do. I figured maybe somebody could get some use out of this information. You know, you can get one of these sheds for free. I've got $300 into the wood and waterproofing sealant that I put on it. So not too bad to get some of this junk out of my shop and into an organized environment. Let me know if you guys want to watch more stuff like this. I do stuff like this all the time. Got all kinds of different ideas coming up, trying to get stuff out as quickly as I can. It's kind of hard with working long hours and, you know, trying to keep up with the house and property and all that. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope you have a good day.